Alrighty then. Let's see. I got a new microphone in here. Let's see if it works. The microphone did in fact break on me yesterday. So welcome one, welcome all to the blockchain basement. We are waking up, checking out the charts here, you guys. It's a wonderful day. Welcome all that are joining me for the morning show. C90FTW. Sounding great. Cool. Go Doge. Cool. Let's if and go. Mr. Mark Kevin Parsons. Audio great. Excellent. Well, let's just hop on over to the old Bitcoin chart pretty immediately. I know there's a lot of excitement going on about yesterday's pump. We got to just under $65,000. I'll turn this down a little bit. I got some doom metal. I'm rocking these days. So here's what we're looking at. The larger portion of this doesn't really show it if I'm collapsed here. Let's go to the full and redo this visual volume profile. The big node here is sitting at $63,200 on this recent shelf we're playing in here. The next level down for me to feel damn good about popping in on it long is going to be $63,500 roughly. Need to get my face out of the pic. Oh yeah, good point. Thank you. So the RSI is pretty up here. And you know, the MACD is slightly swooped to the upside. This is chaos zone, pure chaos zone. There is no doubts about it. Now, on the daily time frames here, I did see something kind of interesting. Actually, I think it was on the week. Let's go to the trading view right here. So this is something I'm watching out for. We need to close a girthy candle for the week to really feel good about the next levels up. I mean, we've had this happen, this one to a degree where you get this jackknife to the upside, $71,990. This one you jackknifed on a wick from 68,100 up to about 69,300. So we have two kind of weekly patterns that had played out roughly to a similar degree. We are sitting still on a green dot on the weekly. Yes, there is that. On the daily, though, let's check out the daily, see how the daily's looking. I do believe I saw a red dot the last time I looked at this bad boy right there about 2 days ago. Now we're printing a red candle, but honestly, you know what? This is par for the course. And a lot of bears, perma bears, they like to see this high, this high. This one, honestly, is not really a lower high. It's basically right at this level. But you have a series of lower highs going on here. And we do, in fact, need to break above that 200 MA and close a weekly candle in the green with conviction above the 65 level. Likely, we're going to have to fight for this spot to be our new point of support. So that's what I'm thinking we're looking at here, folks. So really, you know, it's nothing too amazing or shocking for me about Bitcoin. This was the shock. This point was the shock here. That's the Japanese yen carry trade that broke us below this $60,000 level with conviction. Things have been hot and spicy since then, but I feel like, you know, I've been trading since we were at this level, and I decided to put my leverage hat on. The trading bag is actually up by 450%. Really, you know, since this point, we're going to break through. It's sloping weirdly up. I feel the same way, Gold Doge, but it will probably, because you got a little bit of a rounding off action happening right here. So we're going to have to find that proving ground. Where is the support level within this? And that's why I'm looking at these volume profile levels just to see what we might be dealing with here. And on this larger time frame, if we're backed up, you know, we have, oh God, what is this? Cheryl. No, Cheryl, why'd you do this to me? I need to download the Doom. This is royalty-free Doom music. I need to download it. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. Is that volume profile to enter in my next set of long trades. I feel good about the bull market still well in place here, you guys. I am not worried about the bull market having been come to its completion already. I know a lot of people are out there saying that. I think it's dead wrong. I also think it's wrong that we're going to just top out in beginning of next year, 2025. I understand there's all kinds of macroeconomic implications, right? What do these countries do when they get backed into the corner? They print themselves out of corners, thus pumping risk assets. It's exactly what we saw in COVID. It's exactly what we saw in COVID. So I am not perturbed or shaken out in the least. And one thing that I did see, let's go over and check first before we go into the altcoin sector in particular. I do want to check out Bitcoin dominance because that's been giving out some interesting signals over the past few weeks. Let's go here. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. This is fantastic. So Bitcoin dominance, trying to start roll over and create its little sloped hill here. It's printed in red dot on the weekly. Let's check out the daily. Bam, bam, bam. It's got a fresh red dot on the weekly. And this daily red dot's from a few days ago. Now, how long we have till this bad boy falls off a cliff, I'm still riding on my opinion that it is going to take until the end of November, just about. Let's just show. For anyone new, I know that you guys have seen this in the chat. If you watch the show, obviously you guys definitely know what I'm talking about. What is this? Why don't you give this to me? I need to get signed in on this computer. It drives me nuts. But basically, here's the deal. So we had the second halving for Bitcoin right around this time frame, and it took 231 days from the second halving till the time frame Bitcoin dominance fell off a cliff. Look what happened when Bitcoin dominance fell off a cliff. We don't need these. This one. Let's get rid of this bad boy right here. We don't look at this gigantic gap, just absolutely slammed to the floor. 231 days it took for this time frame to happen. Again, the third halving took exactly the same amount of time, 231 days post halving. Then you fall off a cliff. Right now, we're sitting at about, I think it's about 140 days, 150 days post halving. So I'm targeting November, beginning of December to start seeing this go, wow. That's what I think is going to happen. And a lot of people are like, no, we have Bitcoin ETFs now. It's not going to happen. I think a lot of people are discounting the world computer system that is Ethereum. Shout out to Elevator Man, gifting the memberships, supporting the channel. Thank you, brother. I appreciate every single one of you out there. And Elevator Man dropping the hammer with the membies. Absolute shout out to you. Let's see here. Like this. 14 coins, green across the board. Minus Proppy, down 8%, down 8%, leading the way. Arrow up 60%, Ondo 19%, ICP up 19%. And it's so funny. People look at the old ICP graph. No, and non-crypto bros don't understand what happened to ICP last cycle. ICP threatened Alameda and Sam Bankman-Fried, the now incarcerated fraudsters of the blockchain. And this is what they did. They shorted it on God mode in a futures realm with basically, they had infinite resources they were being able to create at Alameda Research to arbitrage projects. ICP, in my opinion, was one of them that threatened the hegemony of Solana. So, you know what? Alameda Research took aim at it. But over the last year, it's been kind of fun. I built a very large bag, about 325, 350 here. Sold everything I had except for about 10% of the bag at $16. Now the price is reset, swooping back to the upside. Boy, howdy, this thing wants $10, and I am looking to refill the bags. Looking at this like a price reset, not shaking out in the least bit. Let's check out the biggest winners for the day. Say moving in tandem with SWI. These are VC coins. So is Solana. Solana's a VC coin. It pumps like crazy. SWI up 45% on the week. Say up 70% on the week. Wow. Popcat, the return of the kitty cat meme coin section is Starknet. This thing has been on our radar for quite some time. Not coin. And then look who decided to wake up. Look who decided to show up to the party. Chainlink. Ooh. Let's see here. So it's swooping out. Nothing amazing on the monthly. It's just reclaiming where it was last month. At large, I'm still feeling like I'm comfortable adding to my Chainlink bag, but this is a pretty violent upswing. But something very important to take note in is we've seen Bitcoin sitting and ranging and now figuring out when it's going to break out to $75,000, which I do think will happen. But we see the altcoin sector putting up big numbers, right? And this is where the Bitcoin maxis are going to lose their mind, because altcoins are going to get ready to start outperforming in a disgusting manner over Bitcoin. We have Ondo up 5.3%, Thorchain. God, I miss now Thorchain. I'd still consider this price reset. I remember a while back, I was all excited about it, like $2, $4.97, not really too far off from that mark. Thorchain, I'm very bullish on decentralized swap systems, things that introduce freedom and availability to the crypto market. And I really like what Thorchain does. So, on that one, I might buy it over the next few months here. Cardano, Cardano. Okay. So on the year, it went from 24 cents up to 78 cents. So that's a pretty good multiplier. And I remember I made a double up on this. I got in around 30 cents and sold for 60. But it has been in these trenches for quite some time. It went below the initial pump zone, which is, I think the fact that it went below the initial pump zone is what's got people all hot and bothered about Cardano. But just for reference, long-term forced the trees here. Cardano is boring till it's not. Look at this. I remember all kinds of influencers and hardcore crypto people giving up, capitulating on Cardano, and then whammy, just mooned to $3. So it feels like a stable coin. I know what you mean. And that is exactly how it felt last cycle as well. Just kind of zoom in to give you guys this context, because I remember this time frame very, very well. Many talking heads in crypto were giving up on this coin in this boring range, because you had basically a move from, right around 4 or 5 cents up to 13, 14 cents right here. And then it fell back down and started playing around in the 9-cent range and just sat there flat for a very long time. So we'll see what happens with it. It was very interesting listening to Charles Hoskinson's conversation yesterday. He was like, there's always civil wars going on in Africa. We had to stop building there and move over to Argentina, I think it was. Very interesting. Not surprising, honestly. Who would have guessed? Constant civil wars making it hard to build things. Who would have guessed? So let's look at the biggest losers for the day, because there might be some opportunity with ones that are pulling back just in a short term here. Bitensor Tau pulling back. Not really much, though. Still up 73% on the week. It's at $548. Arweave still hanging around here at $22. I think that's opportunity zone right there. Injective, full of opportunity with Injective at these levels. Pith Network. This is a competitor to Chainlink. So if we do see Chainlink pop the way I do think it is going to, Pith is going to be a pretty nasty mover. BNB. Ooh, okay. Under the $600 mark. Just in time for me to position along. God, but it's been up and to the right for a grip here. Only up by 6% on the month, actually. That's not too bad. Week, it's up by 10%. Ooh. What is this shelf? Around 583. Let's chart this out. I might put in a trade other than Bitcoin. Everyone's been sitting here telling me I need to long BNB. Let's see here. So we got a pretty substantial price shelf here at $550. Overall bullish sentiment, though. CZ's getting out soon, so I might have to look to the next shelf up, which is right here at $578. Fine, that's my level on BNB to put in a long, because I'm not going to just put in a long on a narrative alone. I can't. I know that CZ's getting out very, very soon, but I can't put in a trade just based on news and narrative alone. Let's see here. What else is losing? Because this is where I might find the little nuggets. Mantra pulling back. Okay, only up 5% on the week. Let's check it out. Little shelfy, healthy shelf going on there. This is the monthly I'm looking at. The shelf is building itself between $1 and $1.15, sitting here at $1.13 right now. It's been up and to the right for about a year. This is a newer project, so not much massive pullback look to find out of it. But, if I were to continue to be a greedy entry point kind of guy looking for 90 cents, let's check out Drift. You're right, Gustavo. Let's see what Drift is up to. Is it drifting around the corner? Is it turning a new leaf? 66 cents. Ooh, a little pullback. All right. All right. See, I'm so sick. I like the pullbacks. And then, you know what? That's the mind swap. That's the mindset. I'm happy about pullbacks on good projects. It makes me happy. Now, let's see here. Where's the bottom end of this? We have a couple points of support here at 66 cents. Let's go to trade and view. Where is it? Oh, they don't give you the trade view on it yet. Sons of bitches. Let's go to the all time. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. That's a hell of a shelf. So the bottom of this nasty shelf we're sitting on is, wow, 65 cents. Okay. 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 Yeah. That's a pretty damn good price. I mean, it could keep falling back down and kind of check out this 55-cent level, but honestly, because I don't want to buy like these huge green candles. I just don't want to do it. No matter how good it is, I can't do it. I want to make money, not just be a part of some cool community. I'm in crypto to make money. So just first and foremost, I've used crypto to feed my family to outpace inflation for like a long time now. I think it's been like, how long has it been? Almost 5 years. I've been studying it for 7 years, 8 years. Top of the morning to you, K-Jam. Let's have a sip of coffee here. Let's have a sip of coffee. So Drift, not looking too scary for me to start building out a bigger bag of this thing. It'd be a blessing to get this thing for 50 cents, still within the cards for sure. I mean, we have a bunch of scary economic data, right? And everyone just starts running around with their heads cut off like chickens. Chickens need feed too, Drew. You're right, K-Jam. Chickens need feed too. My dog is a little bit too aggressive on the chickens. I have found this out. Hoover is, I don't know, man. He tried, he was gonna bite the baby chickens even. And I had to tell him to sit and stop, and he just looks at me like, like twitching his eye. He's all, what do you mean? I can't eat this thing? And I think the roosters are gone forever. I hear them out in the woods. I don't think they want to come back. So Hoover, son of a gun. He's not in camera sight right now, but he's a dork. It depends. I feed him like the worms, the bag of worms. I have a bug catcher out front. It uses a light and scent attractant to pull in mosquitoes and all kinds of bugs. And then I end up with this like gallon container full of bugs. And I feed them that. And then I also give them just a regular feed. Sometimes when my wife goes, she gets them. I get them the organic, but it's not the hyper expensive bag. She gets them the hyper expensive bag. She's never going back to Tractor Supply. From here on out, it's only me. She's like, I want to go. I was like, no. And she went. Somehow she spent $40 on a bag of chicken food. Unbelievable. Now let's go back here. Let's go to the biggest losers on the 7-day. Let's see where the real pain is. Caspa. Ooh. Caspa might be giving us a moment here. A little shelfy wealth. Not surprised. I mean, like then Caspa's been kind of front running the market, so I wouldn't be surprised to see it hit this 15-cent level. I'm feeling good if I see it hit the 15-cent level, though. If I see 15 cents for Caspa, which isn't too far out, we're only 16 cents out. Now, 16 cents right now. Chainlink. This has been, oh yes, Chainlink up 6%, 6.8% on the day. And this is great for me to see because this is a massive portion of my portfolio. 18% on the week. Really ain't shit on the month though. Still, we got a lot of work to do here. But this does look like the double bottom pattern, which seeing this pattern, I recognize this pattern. Let's go. I know exactly where we saw this pattern. Oh yes. So let's go to the all time. We'll zoom in a little bit here. Because y'all remember, I was a Bitcoin maximalish all the way through this ranging zone. I was not interested, did not want to deal with it. Let's back up a little bit here. So I want to pull it up on TradingView. I recognize that pattern. I know where I've seen that pattern before. All right. Let's see. Where are you, bad boy? September. This is what this pattern looks like. This is what this pattern looks like. Double bottom. Also, I mean, could argue it's in there. This is looking like the WW bottom. The WW double bottom. I'm looking at that. I'm looking at that. I gotta kind of double this up. This is good. I love seeing this pattern. Oh, yeah. And shout out to Aerodrome. Just absolutely crushing it in my portfolio. My coin market cap auto populates to Aerodrome here. There's probably that's God speaking to me right there. Right there. Aerodrome has just been ripping. Hell yes. Hell yes, Aerodrome. I don't even have to look at the chart. I know it's going up into the right. Don't even have to look at it. Chainlink. Let's see. I've seen this pattern, you guys. I've seen this pattern before. This is the W pattern. This is the double bottom W pattern. 2 points of strong support, followed by a disgusting re-upsurge. That's what I think is going to happen here. Beautiful. Beautiful. We are all gods. Don't say that. No, I don't think we're all gods. Really, I think we're in a pretty special time frame. I think. Ooh. Oh, there's my Doge. Look at it. There's the Candy Corso. Look at it. There's Roomba. Yeah. Look at him. That's my Cujo. He's free to roam the house and demolish who he sees fit outside of the family. He honestly might bite me if I were to be an asshole to the family. So I love that dog very, very much. He's very protective of the kids. Very protective of the kids. And I love it. So on the trading side here, looks like we're getting a little bit more of a pullback. It'd be awesome if this thing pulls back hard while I'm on stream here, so you guys can see me pop in my trade. Let's see here. Yeah, because I'm looking for this shelf. Basically, the top end of these wicks, girth of these sticks, and the bottom end of these wicks right here. It is tangible. 63.5 would be nice. 63.1 or 63.2 would also be even better. These node profiles would be really awesome to catch for a scalp trade. So I'm going to be watching this pretty closely. You know what's going to suck is I'm going to be driving to work and it's going to happen. And I don't put in trades while I'm driving, and especially while I'm driving my kids. So that happened, I think, yesterday. But yeah, I mean, look at this. This MACD wants to come back down. We have a lower RSI showing on the 30-minute. RSI is rolling over on the 15-minute. And I like three points of confluence. I like the 5-minute RSI to be low, which is still midpoint. The 15-minute, which is rolling over and getting there to the downside. And then also the 4-hour, which is to the upside. So I need to see this at least below the midline, because I am of the opinion we're in a bull market, as you know. And I refuse to short this market. I'm not going to do it. So really, that is going to be something that we're going to have to watch and take a close look at. Let's check out. Someone brought up C-Swap. C-Swap. Chain swap. Oh, yeah, it's moving. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Let's hear. I have 50% on the week. Jesus. There you go, baby. There you go. But wake up. You got a lot of waking up to do. You got a lot of waking up to do. We could talk about how great tech is to these time frames, but I never talk about entry points on these giant green sticks. That's something we gotta. When I'm talking about projects, it's I can acknowledge great tech and good narrative riding the tails of Chainlink as it dominates this market, but I cannot buy these green sticks, you guys. I cannot do it. And if you're out there trading with me, support the channel. Use our code BASEMENT. Where is this thing? And this is 2bit. 2bit is a great partner of the channel. You can use code BASEMENT. If you put in $2,000, they give you a $200 rebate on your initial deposit, which can be used in futures. So if you want to get out there, ride the lightning with me, use code basement. And 2bit's a pretty awesome exchange. I've been using it for a while now. Also partnered up with Arculus cold storage wallets. If you want a good cold storage wallet, you get 10% off by using code base10. Ooh, my daughter is a butterfly. Are you a butterfly? Oh, she's not a butterfly. She's dressed like a butterfly. Arculus base 10% off of your own cold storage wallet. Very important to have. And also, we're partnering up with other exchanges too, like CoinW. It has a great resource for training and daily traders that give a lot of insight on what indicators they're looking at, not just what I'm looking at here. It's important to have a bunch of confluence and taking a bunch of opinions. And also, we work with Blowfin. So Blowfin has a pretty good leverage platform. Also has good spot access to Aether, Aerodrome, and Drift. I do want to check out Aether as well. Where is Aether been at? Let's see here. My little butterfly walking around in the background. Unbelievable. She's so cute. She's so cute. This one, I've already got a pretty decent bag built up, and I did add a little bit to it in this trough here. But at large, still basically where it released at, right? 6.3 cents. So really just recaptured its shelf. And we'll see if we can hold this shelf right now. This is a very small market cap, 255 mil. Pretty big idea, distributed GPU mining systems. So I'm liking it. I'm feeling good about it. And you know what? Y'all are pretty awesome, pretty amazing supporting here on the blockchain basement. And if you do feel it in your heart to support us even more, join me in trading on 2bit. Join me out there because I am really giving out pretty concise calls. I'm going against the grain on some of the best traders in the business especially talking about leverage trading and where Bitcoin is going. I have been going against the grain for probably like 20 days now, fighting all these bears that just come out of the woodwork. Every time Bitcoin sneezes and goes to the downside, like, it's over. The 4-year cycle's cracked. It's done. And I've been fighting that narrative back hard against some of the biggest names out there. And I don't want to sit here and run their names to the mud, but I'm telling you, I'm here focused on the markets to make as much money as possible for my family. And I'm doing it in a public sphere. So Drew, we need a Zoom meeting. Let's use the if you're a blockchain basement member, we have the OG chat, which is video calling. So let's set up a video call, KJAM. And for the blockchain black site video viewers, that is your Drew signal. You can absolutely get my attention there as well. But you know what, you guys, we're in a pretty amazing time where really we can print insane amounts of wealth out of the AI narrative. Bitcoin is leading the way. It is the King Kugla of crypto. But beyond that, we're going to RWA projects absolutely demolish. We are going to see a bull market that is going to be hated and loved by everyone on the planet. They're either going to hate it because they missed out and they doubted it, or they're going to love it because they paid attention to it at the right time when it wasn't cool to do so. That is what it's all about. I appreciate every single one of you out there that's supporting the blockchain basement. I'll be coming back to you with some pretty insane news. And I am pretty excited to talk about today's 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time show. There's a lot of news to dig into. So we're going to go raid Piano Matty B. Tell Piano Matty B what up from the blockchain basement. I appreciate every single one of you out there. And I bid you adieu. Goodbye.